Welcome back. This is part two of the Snake Men, the cartoon versus the comic. Now, I talked about these many years ago. Here we have the cartoon episode. It's actually at 9:38, but close enough. I had it at 9:41. So this is the final design of the comic book for the second part of the third part. So I'm hoping, because my internet was slow as fuck, and you can't watch 2002 He-Man on YouTube for any reason, however, by a licensed channel or not. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get through these next two episodes without the internet slowing the fuck down, because that's gonna be a nightmare. It's all about this cockery. That's it. I can do this, but without this, I'm just redoing the exact same video I did years ago. So let's see if we can possibly get through this. Okay. So I'm gonna play.
In my domain.
Here, Skeletor jumps off.
Here to take a guess. Pathetic pretense for invasion, man-at-arms. Cobra Khan couldn't get within 100 miles of Snake
Oh, I
Mountain
think
without
so.
he could if you ever...
He's right. Cobra Khan did try to enter Snake Mountain. Convinced him to change his mind.
Beginning to question your loyalty. Perhaps...
So here it's a little different. We come for seeking your help. There's a danger that threatens us all. You must take me for a fool. So someone or something is going to reopen the void. Now, at this, Man-at-Arms does not suggest or assume that Evil Lyn had anything to do with the Snake Men. And here, no one could penetrate Snake's Mountain. So you took your time showing up. I suggest you find a more efficient way to manage your time. So here she's just being disobedient. But it's a little different. It's a little different from the cartoon. So, oh yes, your story's an amusing one, but I don't have time for any kind of comedy, so goodbye. So this is a little different from the cartoon. And it shows that, this is a little less theatrical. Here she's just being disobedient. In the cartoon, she's trying to prove that she was, just busy. So here, He-Man shows up. And this is where all chaos ensues. You got Triclops versus Man-at-Arms. You got Stinkor. You got Stratos. You got all this chaos about. And they're all fighting, right? And here you got Mekaneck versus Stinkor. There's all kinds of stuff happening. So here He-Man is. Oh yeah, Skeletor's not happy. So now they gotta go do their thing. Now, if you recall, this stuff was happening at the end of issue 1. So it's a long sequence. No, so there's Stinkor, there's Triclops. It's a little bit different the fight. And here's the reveal of King Hiss.
Honor should be yours, oh General.
Yeah, so he doesn't say anything.
Touch to the altar here and...
Yeah. So it's the dialogue is a little different. So here you got one by one by one. It's kind of just to advertise the toys. But most of these figures came out in the form of statues later on, after the show was canceled. And here comes the big reveal. It's a more theatrical way.
Which is mine.
And here you see a shadow, but not a full reveal. They fight and they fight and they fight. Oh, yep. And it happens the exact same way. Oh, but he hits a ceiling. Okay, so I think I'm only able to find a couple of... I'm using Daily Motion and not Flex. Flex doesn't do much for me, so this may be the last post I do for this concerning this topic. I'm doing the best that I can. I could go buy the DVDs later, but the idea, the point of this video, like the other one, is to show you that there are some different changes. So here we got Mekaneck. They're reeling from the...
Skeletor's not only evil, he's a fool. Indeed. Wasting time
So
battling
they're picking up the pieces after the last battle.
defeated. Well, how could Cobra Khan have released release the snake men. Zodak.
So things are a little bit different here. Now, in this, I'm not sure if I'm able to show it to you. Let me see if I can find it. But here we have, right after they defeat the Masters, right? The Masters scatter. This is when King Hiss shows up out of fucking nowhere. They show up right away. Who dare? What is it? You won't be doing anything without my command. So Skeletor wants to know who dares interrupts. And he says, your new master killed this imbecile. So they start attacking. Now, it's a little different. I'm going to see if I can find... I'm going to see if I can find it on YouTube. I'm hoping the fuck I can find it. Okay, now, I found something. Now, keep in mind, Skeletor is held by King Hiss's powers. Now, in the original mini-comics, they were uneasy allies willing to work together, but they always talked shit about each other behind each other's backs. This is the 2002 version, a new version. So here he's levitating Skeletor. Snakeface uses his Medusan powers. Show these warriors what happens to all who oppose King Hiss. So Skeletor turns to stone. In fact, all the warriors turn to stone. Evil Lyn is betraying Skeletor to King Hiss. And then they move on. And then this is where we find out the rest of what Zodak's problem is. But let me show you this. So I found it. I found something.
All, but not by your hand. Who dares to stone I, King Hiss?
So it's inside,
Of Eternia,
not out on the fields.
mountain for my own.
Oh. Yeah, this is the first time he sees the transformation.
Send these serpents crawling back into their holes.
So there's a long, drawn-out fight. We get to see his eyes for a little bit there. Triclops. Oh. Uh-oh. Now it looks like Merman's dead, ain't it?
Evil Lyn, teach these snakes a lesson. You will pay for this treachery.
So here they all turn to stone. But watch what Evil Lyn says here. Yep, they're finished as well.
Bow before your new king. Never. My eyes are closed.
He has no eyes.
Yes, he has. That's why he couldn't do it.
Lyn, you will
So
pay
it's
for
a little different. Oh. He gets devoured. He beat dinner. So at this point now, it's like, so that's what I remembered. It was in the tvtomb.com, TV to me. I remember reading the description for these episodes where Evil Lyn says Skeletor has no eyes. He had been changed. He had transformed. And so that's the one significant change that was here. So they all turned to stone in the original Val Staples story. So that was the one significant difference. So now we go to the rest of this, and I don't remember the details between which and which.
Have released the snake men from the void.
Cobra Khan, Ratlor, and Evil Lyn ambushed me, disarmed me of my staff.
I think you do.
Stand aside. I will stop the snake men forever.
So apologies for the presentation. So here, Teela's the one who speaks up. She's the one that figures out, or seems to figure out first, that Zodak lost the fight to the Snake Man and to Evil Lyn. He gave them the staff. So now we're going to see exactly what's happening here. So let me pause. So these two fight. That's what happens in the comic books.
You've got a funny way of showing it.
King Hiss killed my brother.
Yeah, so just like the comic books.
Must pay.
Now in the comics, here this is King Hiss's new domain. They've taken over. They've taken back Snake Mountain, and they're preparing Evil Lyn to be devoured. There's no greater honor. There is no greater honor than to be consumed by King Hiss. So let's see how this plays out.
Win!
Why does Cobra Khan grovel? I thought he was a general like you.
Khan is but a puny descendant.
Right. So they're fighting. So here comes King Hiss.
Evil Lyn, Your Majesty. I aided in your escape from the...
Of the elders.
Okay, so that was her bargaining chip. That's what happens in the comics.
And all together.
No, I do this alone.
Hold on. Now she's about to get devoured. This whole presentation's shit because of the way it's posted on Daily Motion. So there are the snakes.
Father!
They're heading for Castle Grayskull.
Okay, I'm going to stop it here. This was a very awkward presentation. Where are we at here? 7:32? Okay, I'll do my best with this. Now, this is the ending to it. Now, in this, Zodak doesn't realize, in the comic book, he doesn't realize the Snake Men are coming towards, right? So he says, what have I done? You know, listen, I'm sorry about your brother, but you have to listen to me. You need our help. It's not too late. Yeah, you are a man of honor. I wish I could say that my recent actions have followed suit, but perhaps like before, we could have fought side by side to stop the Snake Men. But now it's too late. So he knew in the cartoon, in the episode, in part 1 of Snake Men for Mike Young Productions, he knew this was going to happen. Here he was just not paying attention. So it's a little bit different. Part 3 will deal with Zodak seemingly killing King Hiss off, but he returns again at the end of the finale, the series finale of this whole series. But this is Eternian Days here. Obviously, this is not in the cartoon. This is where they drag up Merman, and there's lots of surprises here. Here's the final part. I'm going to see what I can do. Hopefully I can show you everything I need to show you, and then we'll do more lore. Beastman, possibly. But there's Beastman there. And I'll talk more about Beastman and the Sorceress and lots of other goodies. All right, good journey. Do something different.